Queensland's Premier has unveiled his cabinet and broken promises in the process. Roles have been reshuffled, even though David Crisafulli said he'd carry his shadow cabinet into government.
Standing on the steps of Government House for the full picture of the front bench that'll lead a new start for Queensland. Ministers with familiar faces were sworn in.
I will well and truly serve the people of Queensland.
Not necessarily in the roles they served in on the opposition front bench as the Premier promised.
It's the same 20 people who have been unified and disciplined and focused, and it's the same 20 people who are going to fix a decade of mess, and that looks a lot like stability.
David Crisafulli will be the Premier and Veterans Minister, despite promising to retain the tourism portfolio. Instead, that's gone to the only new face in the Cabinet, Andrew Powell, who will also serve as the Environment Minister.
The biggest blockages for tourism remains within the Department of Environment, so I've made the decision to create a super portfolio involving tourism and environment, and I'm asking Andrew Powell to be able to drive the change that is needed.
Christian Rowan will leave the front bench and become Leader of the House, but the most significant change is to the health portfolio. Ros Bates is out and Tim Nichols is in.
I wanted to have a new challenge and obviously a fresh start.
I think I've been given the cup of opportunity, and that cup runs over. There's not a Queenslander who won't interact with Queensland Health Services at some time in their life.
Ros Bates, who will be the most senior female minister with the portfolio of finance, denies Queenslanders were misled about her staying in the health portfolio. The Premier wants the ministers to work through the weekend and prepare their departments for their first cabinet meeting on Monday. They have their work cut out for them.
But ultimately now Queenslanders will judge us on what we do for them.
The Speaker, committee chairs and assistant ministry will be revealed in the coming weeks when all of the seats have been declared. Kaysa Shields, Sky News, Brisbane.